किट विश्वविद्यालय रे अनुष्ठित हो जाइछि सम्मानजनक यूथ 20 कंसल्टेशन सम्मेलनी एप्रिल 14 और 15 तारीख 2 दिन धरी चलीथिला सम्मेलनी। एथिरे अमेरिका, ब्रिटेन, जर्मनी, यूक्रेन, स्विट्जरलैंड, सिएरा लियोन, पोलैंड, आर्मेनिया, स्लोवाकिया, बुल्गारिया, कंगो, आइवरी कोस्ट आदि 20टी देशर सांसद और 5टी देशर कूटनीतिज्ञ जोग देथिले। यार भितरे थिले सिएरा लियोन रो सांसद सहर चार्ल्स, यूथ 20 कार्यक्रम को जोग देवा को आसीथिबा विदेशी अतिथि किट एवं किस एवं भुवनेश्वर विभिन्न स्थान बुली देखिथिले। किट एवं किस और ओडिशा संपर्क में सिएरा लियोन सांसद सार चार्ल्स को अनुभूति कौन से प्रसंग में तांको सहित साक्षात आलोचना करिसेंती आम प्रतिनिधि राधाश्याम मिश्र।
दर्शक बंधु Y20 कन्सुलेशन कॉन्फ्रेंस रे जोग देवा को आसीथिबा जने एभली व्यक्तित्व आम सहित अछंती जे कि जने आईनजीवी एवं जने सांसद मध्य शिशुक सुरक्षा अधिकार पाई अनवरत संग्राम करुथुबा जने संग्रामी मध्य तांको सहित चलंतु कथा हेबा। आम सहित अछंती सिएरा लियोन रो सांसद सर चार्ल्स। सर, वेलकम टू आवर शो।
Thank you.
You attended Y20 Constellation Conference. What will you like to say on India assuming leadership on G20 and Y20 Constellation Conference?
Thank you very much once again. I want to say a big thank you to the leadership of the G20 that India is currently holding, and to the government and the people of India for the hosting of the Y20 Consultative Conference here in Kalinga. It's been very impressive, you know. So on the whole, it's been an intriguing engagement wherein, you know, we've been able to engage young people, thousands of young people, to see how best they can map out the future of the world going forward.
And my second question, and you are outstanding member of Sierra Leone's current 5th Parliament, and you are instrumental in the passage legislation that seek to promote and protect the interest of the less privileged and vulnerable people in society.
Yeah.
Can you please tell our viewer about the laws that have been enacted for the needy people due to your effect?
Yes, thank you very much. Yes, as you read there, actually, that is what I do. As a young person, being in Parliament, I believe it's an opportunity for me to be part of any lawmaking, any deliberation that will lead to the betterment of the young people in my country. There in Sierra Leone Parliament, I have served in the Committee of Youth Affairs. I serve in the Committee on Women and Children's Affairs. I serve in the Committee on Gender. I also serve in the Committee on Political and Public Affairs. In my service in these committees and as a whole as a parliamentarian, I believe I have been able to help in the promotion and enactment of certain legislations that have led to the betterment of the vulnerable people, right? And also the youth, the needy. You talk about the women. Sierra Leone, recently, we have just passed a legislation that has given women the opportunity to be represented in every phase of leadership up to 30%. We have made it now a law that for every office in Sierra Leone, every public office, we must not have less than 30% of women, because we believe the society cannot progress with only the men. We also need the women to play their own role to make the society a better place. And currently, we are also looking at the Child Rights Act, a law that we believe will protect the children from exploitation, from abuse. The children are the future. So definitely, these are some of the things we are passing. And I must also say that the government of India, through the Exim Bank, have supported my own Kono district where I'm coming from. I want to say a big thank you to the government and the people of India for the support given to us for the construction of the Kono University of Science and Technology that is currently going on with support from the government of India through Exim Bank. So Sierra Leone and India relationship is very cordial. The bilateral relationship between this country is very cordial. We have a lot of Indian community back home in Sierra Leone who are there doing their businesses. We are living in harmony. So I must confess that the hospitality I have enjoyed for the past 3 to 4 days that I'm here in India, especially in this beautiful city of Bhubaneswar, it's been very immaculate. It's been very spectacular. You know, the people of India, you are very loving. And now, when you talk about the G20, Y20 consultative conference that we just concluded, which gives the opportunity to young people to sit at the table, make decision, take a decision about our future as a world. How do we go? What are the roles we expect the young people to play to make this world a better place for us all? Because as young people, nobody should tell you how you feel. You already know the future is in your hands. So we are here as young leaders to encourage the young people of India and the world during the consultative conference. We inspire them, we motivate them for them to know that they should take their rightful place in society going forward.
Okay. And you are playing a very crucial role to enactment the Child Right Act. And sir, this is now being debated in Sierra Leone Parliament. Can you tell us more about the Child Right Act?
Well, as I said, the Child Right Act is a law that we are currently debating that gives opportunity, that makes provision for the protection of the children. You know, the children are so dear to us. There will be no future without children. That is why the Minister of Gender and Children Affairs and the government of Sierra Leone thought it wise to come up with a law that will protect the future of these children. Children all over the world are tender people. They are valuable assets which must be protected. If you don't protect the children, as I say, the future of any nation that neglects the rights and well-being of children, that nation is heading for doom. Because when the children are protected, definitely they will live in an environment that is safe, that is secure, where they will feel free to live as children. We should not force children to adulthood when they are not yet adults. So in this law, there is provision there for the protection of children, their welfare. There is also provision there that protects children from abuses, you know, gender-based violence, domestic violence, exploitation. All of these are there in that document that we are looking at, which we believe, if we pass it to law, will secure the future of our children.
So Sierra Leone went a very brutal 10-year civil war. How do you remember that the civil war now and how the situation in the country now?
Yes, most people can best remember Sierra Leone when it comes to the civil war that we went through, you know. Yes, because we are all over the news, you know, globally, looking at the atrocity that we've gone through. You know, it was really, really deadly. It was devastating, especially from my home, Kono district in Sierra Leone, where I am coming from. This is a district that was destroyed beyond repairs. It was destroyed over 99%. You can imagine. It means everything gone. You know, that is it. It was really devastating. The war made some of us to flee away to neighboring countries who've lived as refugees. You know, by the end, we say, thank God, over 20 years now, the war is over. All what we are saying now is how best we can come together as a nation for us to build our nation going forward, for us to move away from those things that made our youths to be disgruntled, to go to the bush in those days, to take up arms. Issues like injustice, perversion of justice, you know, intimidation, wherein a certain set of people feel When they're in power, they control all state resources. So I'm appealing to all Sierra Leoneans that we become positive, we stay focused, stay away from violence, and ensure that we go through these elections peacefully. And it is the responsibility of the government to ensure that the election goes free and fair.
So what is the people of Sierra Leone want a new parliament house and a new government, and what they are searching now?
Of course, the mandate of this government currently in Sierra Leone has ended, and the mandate of us as members of parliament will come to an end on the 25th of this month, and it is expected as per our constitution to go to the polls. So we'll be going to the polls on the 24th of June, and Sierra Leoneans are excited. They are so enthusiastic to go into these elections because they believe it is the election that gives them the opportunity to decide on who they should bestow their political mandate on for the next 5 years. I always tell people that if you are in governance, you are not in governance by yourself. It is the people that gave you the mandate, and that mandate has come to an end. June again, we are going back to the people to seek a fresh mandate. It depends on how you exercise the mandate given to you. That will determine whether the people will vote you back in or vote you out. But I will tell you that the people of Sierra Leone are excited. They cannot wait for June 24 to come for them to exercise their franchise, to determine who will be their next president, to determine who will be their next members of parliament, who will be their next councillors to represent their locality. So everybody in Sierra Leone now is geared up towards the June 24th general elections. And that besides C4C, which is the political party that I am representing, the Coalition for Change political party. Currently, we are being intimidated. We are being suppressed. As I speak to you, just 2 days ago, in less than 3 months to our general elections, the judiciary of Sierra Leone has slammed an injunction on us as a political party. This democracy that is now enjoying today, he should ensure that he protects it at all costs. Give us our liberty, give the people of Sierra Leone the opportunity to decide on which political party they should go and who they should vote in to represent them in government.
In these situations can be changed by the joining of many youth in this politics and any kind of field that nations get peace.
If you remember when I was addressing over 40 to 50,000 students and young people at the Kalinga Institute of Industrial Technology, Kids Campus, I made it clear that this is the time for young people to take their rightful place in society. The world is in our hands. And for now, it's not about the present. Even the present is difficult, it's full of turmoil. But if we cannot do something now, as young people, what will the future be? This is the question. What will the future be? And that is why I tell them that it is our present that will determine our future. Therefore, wherever you are as a young person, listening to me, watching me, you make productive use of your life to effect the change you desire in your community that you live. So to the people of India, I say I was so impressed, especially with the kids and kids, university students. If I may come there, Dr. Achupta Samantha has done tremendously well, by starting up and develop these two institutions. These institutions have benefited a lot of people, over 50 to 60,000 people. An institution that has an employment of over 15,000. You can imagine, you know, the facilities are there. And as young people here in Branishwa, you have now the opportunity to see how best you can promote yourself, how best you can make good use of yourself. Today, I believe, is a proud man. Is when you watch back and look at the sacrifices, the things he has done, the lives he has changed in India and across the world, I believe he must be proud. He is an humble man. When you see him, he's very unassuming. He, you know, I've grown to love him.
And you met MP and founder of KIT and KISS, Professor Dr. Achyuta Samant, and how do you feel that an institution like KISS dedicated to only tribal students, and how do you view the tireless effort of Dr. Achyuta Samant?
You understand? But it's very real that I am touched. To me, he's like a saint. You know what? This man gives up everything about his life to serve humanity, to serve people. 24/7, he is there to serve the people. He is a role model, as I say. You know, this is something that I said that has inspired me, and it is something that I will take back home. This is what we expect of leaders. When you have the opportunity, make sure you sacrifice for your people. Dr. Samantha, you know, established KISS, you know, purely to take care of the indigents of Rhodesia. You know what that means? The indigents of this state, all of them, you know, give them the opportunity free for them to gain education up to university level. That is very rare. I have never seen such a man in my entire life. This is my first time. So I drove my heart to him once again, and his team of dedicated staff that are working with him to ensure that the vision he has for his people is realized. Because no matter what, you might have the vision, but if you don't have people that will help you build that vision, it will be very difficult for you to realize it. The good thing is, Dr. Samantha has the vision, and he also is also blessed to have the people around him who are helping him to develop this vision, to ensure that this vision comes to reality. So I am very impressed with all of them, the work they are doing.
Thank you, sir, for sparing your valuable time with us and speaking to Kalinga TV. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
दर्शक बंधु आम सहित कथा हेउथिले सिएरा लियोन सांसद शाह चार्ल्स एवं भारत ओडिशा आसी से बेस खुशी एवं ओडिशार आतिथ्यता खास करी किट एवं किस प्रतिष्ठाता डॉक्टर अच्युत सामंतଙ୍କ କାର୍ଯ୍ୟକୁ ମଧ୍ୟ ଭୂୟସୀ ପ୍ରଶଂସା କରିଛନ୍ତି।